This is your recap for Persas versus Muchachos FC in Kings League America. The game started as usual with the simple rules, with the managers picking out their Spotify secret cards, and the game began with a 1v1 with a goalkeeper. And in this case, Persas got possession of the ball for the first few seconds, and unfortunately, as you can see, the Persas player got injured in the first play of the game. I'm still not sure what really happened, probably twisted an ankle or something, but at least he was walking off afterwards and was managed to be checked by the medical team from Persas. Get well soon, buddy. As more players entered the game, honestly, it was a back and forth. It was just basically a chess match trying to break the defense from each other, but it wasn't until almost the 4th minute where Alvarado from Persas managed to score the first goal of the game.
Chance of the game, first real opportunity for Persas and the underdogs, just like last week. And
there were some questions whether it was offside or not, but the goal stood still. After the goal, Muchachos FC was trying to look for their own and almost got one with this chance with a header that went out wide. Close enough. And close enough they were, because they were kept attacking, and eventually, around the 13th minute, they found their prize, their treasure, with a header goal.
Great ball, that's a superb header, a stunning goal for the cross again for the second time. They find a player a mark.
That was also looked. There were questions whether it was onside or not, and as you will see in a few seconds, it was a goal that didn't count. It was offside. According to the referee, let me know in the comments if you think it was offside or not. And at the 15th minute, Persas activated their precedent penalty, which meant with Zane in the house, he was able to take the penalty, which he missed. Oh no, let me think what went wrong. His kicking style, not enough power, or not enough technique, let's be honest. And as usual in the Kings League, at the 18th minute, it was time to roll the die, and this time it landed on the King's face, which meant it was time for a 1v1 with goalkeepers. And I guess the Muchachos team did not understand the rules because they had 2 outfield players and not a goalkeeper. Therefore, Persas FC received the ball. And maybe even the referees were not clear enough with the rules, because Muchachos just kept having 2 outfield players and had to remind them again, and the game was paused many times. Eventually, once they had a keeper, it didn't last much because he got a yellow card from this play.
Oh, that is a really late challenge, Now,
and with this yellow card, Muchachos would have to start the second half with 2 less players, and also now their opponents, Persas, would have a shootout right here, right now. Let's take a look.
6-year-old midfielder, Brihan Gutierrez. Right foot, when he dragged it around the keeper, he tries to, but he shows too much of the ball to Grossi.
And just like that, the opportunity to go 2-0 up was lost. So we went into halftime with a score of Persas 1, Muchachos FC 0. And as a reminder, starting the second half, Muchachos would have to be playing with 2 less players because of the yellow cards, as you can see on the top right next to their name. But fortunately for them, they still have a secret weapon under their arm. They had the penalty for the precedence.
Hopefully, if you're a Muchachos supporter.
And this time around, Mr. Frexias was in the house, in the building, ready to take the penalty to hopefully level his team's score.
Goalkeeper, very athletic, 1m86. There between the sticks. Slow run up. Oh, the keeper! No. Yes, he is right.
Wasn't such a bad penalty kick, but the goalkeeper guessed where it was going. And it didn't take too long until Persas activated their secret weapon, which in this case was the Jugador Estrella, the star player, which means if that player scores a goal, it's gonna count as 2 instead of 1. And Persas, knowing their players, they picked Alvarado, who already scored during this match. And after a few minutes of back and forth, head coach for Muchachos decided to use their secret weapon, which was a penalty for Muchachos. A penalty which was taken by one of their most crucial players, Eric Vieira. And of course he scored. And with 8 minutes to go, the score was tied 1-1.
For him, he looks happier now. Hero Freixas' team have tied things here in the open.
And Muchachos' happiness didn't last long because before the 38th minute, before the small break, Alvarado with a great goal. What a volley. And again, as a star player, his goals counted as 2. So Persas went up 3-1 before the last 2 minutes of the game. Very nice goal. In my opinion, so far, the goal of the week.
There's markup. And there's a...
Okay.
That's improvised. But yep, we've been working on that. We still needed to work on it a bit more. But that was brilliant. What a strike.
Oh, beautiful.
Just up behind it. What a goal, Bruno.
And because it was the 38th minute, it was time for another dynamic with goal doble, which means every goal scored is going to count as 2. So Muchachos still had a chance in the last 2
The
minutes.
second half, 3-1. Monterde, long throw.
Persas stayed very smart, very defensively, and even this happened. Almost a knockout punch. Look at it.
Better.
Again, brilliant off
We
his line.
strike it.
Alvarado with the right elbow, just like in WWE or any wrestling show. It must have hurt Forvera. And with this foul, it was a yellow card, so Persas was down with 6 players in the last few minutes.
He's got that in him.
His arm is
as
high.
we said.
And despite trying till the last minute, Muchachos couldn't get it done, and Persas got an important victory, 3-1 against Muchachos. And now they have 3 wins on their last 3 games, while Muchacho is on a 2nd game losing streak. That was the end for Persas versus Muchachos in game week 7 in the Kings League America.